So today we're going to discuss the principles of speech writing. So first one, we have analyzing the audience, choosing and narrowing speech topics, organizing and outlining speech contents, and sourcing the information. Okay, let's go to the first one. Analyzing the audience. So we have understanding the audience needs and expectations. So in here, so we need to understand the audience to help us tailor or design your speech according to what resonates them. So you're going to think about how you would approach a speech differently depending on who you are talking to. And there are different audience types. We have demographic analysis, psychological analysis, and contextual analysis. Okay, so in demographic analysis in here, so this includes the factors like age, ano pa, gender, educational background, what else? Profession. Yan. So example, so you're going to make a speech about environmental issues. So it might be presented differently to high school students versus dun sa mga environmental engineers. Okay? So in creating speech, so first we need to analyze our audience. Okay? So we fall under the demographic analysis if we want to know the age, gender, and educational background or profession of our audience. Next, we have the psychological analysis. So psychological analysis, this will help us understand your audience already know or what do they believe about the topic. So this will help you educate or persuade them effectively. Example, so you're talking about climate change to a group of science students. So you need to uh, change your perspective or how you speak to them if you are speaking to a general audience. So psychological analysis is what the audience already know. Okay. And last we have context analysis. In contextual analysis, this involves the understanding or setting this or a situation in which the speech will take place, such time of the day, the event, or the audience expectations. Okay, so in here, contextual, this is the event type, kung anong type ba yung event or yung speech na ino-offer mo, gagawin mo and time of the day. Okay, so next we have the other principle. Let's move to choosing and narrowing speech topics. So it says here that it is selecting and refining relevant and engaging topics. So in choosing and narrowing speech topics, so we write down the topics that you care about. So this is what we call um, brainstorm. Okay, so how are we going to narrow it down? First, you need to think of a broad topic, and then you think about the subtopic or narrow topic. Example, ang broad topic mo, Filipino food. Di ba madami yon? Madami tayong Filipino food. So, ano yung narrow topic mo? Pwedeng adobo o kaya the history and culture behind adobo. Yan. So in choosing and narrowing speech styles, what do we do here? We select and refine the relevant topics. Okay? So from broad top, we're going to frame up with broad and narrow topic. Yeah. So for example, you brainstorm about the social media and Filipino youth. So ang broad topic doon, yung social media and Filipino youth. Tapos yung narrowed naman is yung influence of social media on youth's mental health. Yeah. So this is quite easy. It's just that ine-elaborate talaga nila mga yung bawat topic or yung bawat principle. So next we have sourcing the information. Sourcing the information means gathering credible and reliable information. So in here, so where are we going to find information? Sa books, websites, and news articles. So yung books, pinoprovide nito ay detailed, in-depth information. For example, you are speaking about Philippine history. So you might consult a history book to ensure what accuracy. Websites. So sa website, you need to choose and look for trustworthy websites such as educational or government websites para sa general information. So you need to sure that the website is credible. Okay? Hindi yung kuha ka lang ng kuha ng mga information sa ChatGPT. Hindi 100% credible si ChatGPT. Okay, you might use educational yung mga government websites. We have news articles, so newspapers and online news sources are great for getting latest news updates. Okay, so especially for speech para sa mga current events. Okay, so ang kailangan natin dito is, so ang purpose, bakit kumukuha tayo ng information sa news articles ay para sa latest updates. Okay? So example, pwede kang gumamit ng article from Philippine Daily Inquirer to source information from the latest update dun sa mga flood control projects. Okay? News articles. So that would be all for sourcing the information. So next, we have the last principle of speech writing, which is creating, organizing, and outlining speech contents. So in here, what do? We structure the speech for clarity and impact. Okay, so we need to make an outline. Sa outline, we have the introduction, body, and conclusion. So what do we have or what do we do in introduction? So in here, we start by engaging hook. O kailangan ma-hook natin yung audience para sa kanilang attention. Example, you start your speech with a question. So have you ever wondered what is happening to the Philippines nowadays? Ganon. And then in body, you need to divide the content into sections. Okay? So, yung, yung body natin is yung ating main content. So, yung main content, kailangan ma-divide natin siya into several section. So, pwede dito yung mga nakuha mo na information sa websites and news articles. So, ito yung mga info na nakuha mo. And then, ah, pwede muna is yung mga law. Unahan mo yung mga law about sa ano ba yung mga law and standards para dun sa mga flood control projects. Kahit yung mga common lang na kayang maintindihan ng demographic analysis mo. Kunyari, ang target audience mo is senior high school students. Ganyan. And then, you provide information or yung mga latest updates from the news, latest updates. Okay? And then, papunta tayo sa conclusion. So, conclusion, we wrap up by restating your main points. O, mag-wrap up na tayo. So, ano ginagawa natin para mag-wrap up? Restate mo yung main points and leave the audience with a thought-provoking conclusion. Pwedeng question yon. Mag-a-ask ka sa kanila, mag-impose ka ng question. Okay. Lo, hindi nabura. Pati yung ano ko nabura. Crazy. Okay, so now let's move to the different types of outlines. So in different types of outlines, we have chronological, topical, cause and effect. Okay, so chronological, ano yan? Time. So, you organize the speech content by time. Example, yung kanina, history of adobo, from its original form papunta sa mga current adobo na available or ginagawa sa mga different households. So kapag chronological, it talks about the time. Topical naman, it breaks down the topics into subtopics. Topics into subtopics. So in here, you create the base on relevance or interest. Example, you could use the section of adobo's regional variation. Ayan, yung pagkakaiba-iba ng adobo per household or per region. 'Di ba? Merong mga adobo sa gata, merong adobo na nilalagyan ng coke, merong adobo na walang sabaw, may adobo na maraming sabaw. Yan. So, the variation per region or per region kung paano sila ginagawa. Okay, so that is topical. And last, we have the cause and effect. So, in cause and effect, this is good for topics where you need to discuss the cause and resulting effects. So, example of this is yung popularity ng social media and how it affected the mental health of the Filipino youth. Cause and effect. Yan. Huwag na natin siyang, ay ano, ang tawag dito, parang masyadong i-discuss kasi malilito kayo. Basta cause and effect, merong cause, merong effect. Okay? Na type ng outline. So again, what are the three different types of outlines? We have chronological, which discusses time. Basta pag may nakita kang about time, this is chronological. Topical, so wherein a topic creates a subtopic or variances or relevance. Yan. And cause and effect, ayan, when you saw something that has cause and then resulting effect, cause and effect siya. So, what are the three parts of an outline? We have introduction, body, conclusion. Okay. And, alright. So, let's have now the summary of the key concepts. Principles of speech. Principles of speech has four parts: analyzing the audience, choosing and narrowing speech topics, sourcing the information, and organizing and outlining speech contents. So, in analyzing the audience, we understand the audience needs and expectations. What are the three types of audience type? Demographic analysis, psychological analysis, contextual analysis. Okay, so on your notebook, or bring out your notebook. Answer question number one. Question number one, what are the three types of audience type? What are the three audience types? Okay, I'll give you time. Okay, you can pause this video to answer on your notebook. Okay, next question number 2. So we have choosing and narrowing speech topics. Okay, so what are the two types or two parts of choosing and narrowing speech topics? Two parts. Okay. All right, now let's move to the third question. Third question, in sourcing the information, which information do we get the credible information? Credible information. Okay, last number 4. Number 4, three types. What are the three types of outlines? Okay. So again, this is all about the principles of speech writing. So see you all next week. Bye.